everyone, it's Debbie with Book and Bujo. Welcome if you're new, welcome back if you've been here before. Join me today as I set up my February reading journal. Let's start with the yearly collections and then a flip through of January. So I did have 3 5-star reads in January, which was exciting. There might be one more because I'm still in the middle of 2 more books, so I might have another 1 or 2. I'm not going to put rereads of 5-star reads on here, just new ones. So I may have 1 more to add. I have my books read for January on here. The ones that I've colored in are the ones that I've also done reviews on so far. And then, of course, the list of all of them with my star review. My family challenge, nothing to color in here yet. My Bible reading tracker, doing well so far. My books purchased, so I do have my Broken Binding subscription and another book that I bought from there. There's a couple of them that were $0, of course, so I've got some free ones, and some of the, if you're a Amazon Prime member, you get 1 free first read each month. So that's what this one is. And then this one, I think I thought it was a free one, and it ended up not being, so that's okay. This one was a pre-order. And then I did have 1 book that I read from here. Let's see, it was Courage and Calling, so that was B1, and I will put the book cover in there. My Prime reading list, I did finish 1 and then checked out another one. I will put my stats in here, but of course it's not the end of the month yet. I did read the first book in the Stoic Virtue series by Ryan Holiday, and that was Courage is Calling. Nothing for my 26 and 2026 yet, but I do have a couple on my February TBR, so that'll be good. Same here, chunky reads. Now, Courage is Calling I did have in my nonfiction section, so I did get to color that one in. And I actually read one of the books from my D20 as well. Here in Aldia, I did complete my first step for both of my characters. I completed my Buzzwordathon for January as well as TBR Knockout. Our Fantasy Bingo, I only have 2 books left, which is super exciting. I don't have either of those on my February TBR though, so I need to make sure those are on my March TBR, because March 31st is the end of our Fantasy Bingo for 2025-2026. So I need to get those read or find different books that fit that. Yeah, because it's down with a system, but not a governmental system. Right now I have Library of Mount Char. I might be able to go back through and figure out something else that fit with that. But yeah, I was able to find one for high fashion. I accidentally came across something that said it worked for HRCYED because they do make their own clothing in there. And it fit with the main character making clothes or fibers, and that did happen. And that was I Who Have Never Known Min by Jacqueline Harping, and I did actually read that during the time period, so that was awesome. And then I do still need a small press or self-publish, which I may actually have one of those already. I'll have to double check and see. But for the Biopunk one, I think I thought Ready Player One worked for that. It does work for Biopunk, but I don't think it works with the no electricity-based technology. So I do still need to read that one. So I do still have 3 left on that. I haven't really updated my Horror Bingo yet. Year of Goober I did finish, and read down my Kindle. I can update that because I did read Kraken Rider Z and Norse Mythology, and I am in the middle of Anne of Wendy Poplars, and I will finish that in the next couple days. Haven't updated anything for 52 Book Club yet. HRCYED. Ooh, let me get my other one. Okay. I do have some book covers printed off, and I actually do have one for Courage is Calling, so I can add that to that other page. And where are we? There we go. What do I still need to put in here? See, the House Switch Part 2. Okay, so I've got the House Switch. And then I have all the ones that go in here as well, the ones that I swapped prompts on. not quite the same size, but that's okay. And I don't have anything for that one yet because I haven't finished it. Nothing to add there. So I need Emily Wilde's Map of the Otherlands and Return to a Dan, which are these ones here. And then for Colombia, I have 100 Years of Solitude. I thought I printed off The Stardust Thief, but I don't see it, so I'm going to have to print that one off still. No, I changed that one. That is I Am Legend by Robert Matheson. Richard Matheson. And then Zombie, I will have that one the end of February for Pride and Prejudice and Zombies. And I printed off a bunch of books, and now I can't seem to find what I did with them, the little book covers. This one is Portraits of the Forsaken, so I'll need to find that one, or print it off again. And that's by E.E. Holmes. And I did finish that one, so I just have the one left on here. The Library of Fates I did print off. It's tiny, but I have it. And I do know what I'm reading for January and February for the new releases now, so that's good. Don't think I have anything new for here. This one I do have Dungeon Crawler Carl, but I don't think I printed that off. And yeah, I just have the 4 for that. So for the South America prompt, I was going to triple up and do Jawbone again, but actually one of my books for February will work there, and that's Love in the Time of Cholera. So I will probably use that for that one instead. For nonfiction, I do have Tiny Habits to put in there. And Courage is Calling. Let's see what else we got. Heritage Month. I do have The Bewitching. And for women's history, I have Sort of a Valkyrie by Melanie Korsak. So I just need one more on that one. This one I will have by the end of February, because I have 2 that are released in 2026. Adaptations are done. Readathon is done. Challenge Yourself, I have not completed any more of this one, although I am working on one. This one's done. I think all the rest of these are done, except for the 2 pictures I need to put in here. So I have Spiritbound and Last Sacrifice. Okay, so that's all for HRCYED. Once Upon a Year Readathon. I need to add in the February info. What else do we have? Same with TBR Explorer, the Lost in the Library. You did see my rolls, so I do have that, but I just penciled them in, so I do need to put those in pen. And I think that's it for the beginning part here. I did add in the February books by Goobers Who Read doing Project Hail Mary, Love in the Time of Cholera for Well Read, and then Direbound by Sable Sorensen for In Other Words. And then Boundless Book Club, I already had those. Buddy Read, I'm hoping to do a Buddy Read in February, but haven't heard back from them yet, so I'm still waiting on that. Readalongs, I'm almost done with Anne of Wendy Poplars, and then I'll move into the February books. Which I didn't actually put A Gathering of Shadows anywhere on my TBR. Or The Indigo Spell. And then here is January. And for January, here's all of the books that I read. I'm still kind of in the beginning of the first quarter of Sky of Fire. And it will definitely take me probably into February to finish that one. And then I'm currently reading Anne of Wendy Poplars and Lonesome Dove. So I still have those 3 that I'm working on. I'm probably going to put a couple more stickers here, I think. Either that or some washi tape. Let's see, what do we have here? Oh, actually, let's go with that one. That one might be kind of fun. There we go. Perfect. And then I will fill in my stats once I get into February. I finished my TBR and I completed it on the 24th of January. That was exciting. And then I could just start digging into all the other books. So still working on Lonesome Dove. And that's it for this page for book clubs. It's just the one that I haven't quite finished yet. And that one goes through February anyway. And then for read-alongs, again, Anne of Windy Poplars, which I should finish the next day or two. Empire of the Dawn, I just got the notice that this is in at my library, so I can pick that up this weekend. And then TBR Trek is January 18th through February 21st, somewhere in there. I still have time to read the next couple of books that I have here. And I finished those. And then Foreplay, again, Anne of Windy Poplars, and otherwise I'm done with all of the Bridge 4 ones. And I was going to put the Once Upon a Year for January in here, but I haven't done that yet. I do still want to do that eventually. And then we will move into February. I found there's a really cute kind of sticker from this Reading Time ephemera book. And it has like the little cherry blossoms, and it kind of said February to me. So that's kind of what my theme is, kind of the little cherry blossoms. And I found a few of those little pictures that kind of had some of those little cute little flowers in here. Let's see if I can find another one. Oh, here we go. This is the other one. So that's kind of the theme I'm going for February. But we'll go ahead and go through some supplies really quick, and then I will start in on a couple of these back pages that I need to ink in, and then we'll get right into February. So supplies, I have my, of course, Archer and Olive square dot grid notebook. My typical supplies here that I always have on hand. So sticker, sis mat, ruler, scissors, tweezers, pencil and eraser in case I need them, and glue stick. And then these ones, again, these both kind of have that cherry blossom look, and they have that pretty light pink that kind of goes with the cherry blossom theme. And these are from the Miss Time washi tape set. And then I printed out some headers that I plan on using in my journal. And then for pens, I have a couple of different Tombos, which I think would be nice. So I have the N60 and N65 for kind of that grayish color, and then a 723 for that nice pink. I have a Pentel Sign brush pen in that nice pink. I have an Ohuhu dual tip dot pen. This one is kind of a bright pink, but I think it'll be okay. I have the Sakura Jelly Roll Metallic, which will be a pretty one. I have one of my Write Tech dual color pens in, this is a gel pen, in the Tea Rose is most likely the color that I will use. I probably won't use the green, what is that one? Avocado, but who knows. But here, I will continue using my green Slytherin pen and my Papermate Ink Joy gel pen in the 0.7. This one's almost out, so I'll probably have to switch it after this section, but this is where I'll go to start. All right, let's get started. Forgot to mention my Staedtler circle stencil, and I believe it's the 1/18 inch is the one I typically use for my circles. I got a paper cut opening some mail yesterday, so now I have this fun band-aid that's starting to fray. So yeah, moving on. And now for a final flip through. I have my stats and favorites page, my monthly calendar where I'll put the book, whatever book I start, when I started it, and then I'll color a line that goes across until I finish it. And then any books I got from the library. And then here is just some extra space in case I have more than 20 books, which hopefully not. But in case I do, then I could put them over here. And if I don't, then I could put in a sticker or something like that at the end of the month. My TBRopoly page and my book clubs page. I do like how subtle cherry blossom theme came out with the pinks and the grays and purples and all of that. And this gave me a chance to use up this really pretty washi tape that I have, as well as this one too. And then we move into my read-alongs page, and I love this. It is so pretty. And then my readathons, so the year-long readathons page. And then my year-long challenges page. I'm going to call these challenges, even though they're kind of readathons too, but they're a little bit different. So like these ones, you have 1 to 2 prompts in each month and you fulfill it with 1 or 2 books. And then these ones are more involved. They're more like a month-long readathon, but every single month for the year. And then map of stories, I will fill that one in as the month progresses. I have my Lost in the Library picks, the 2 books I have for my January and February new release prompts on HRCYED, and then the books that I will be reading for my family challenge, because I don't think I'm going to finish Sky of Fire in January, so that both of these will be for February. And then that's it. Kind of short and sweet. And I did, I don't know, I may have to change this one, but I did use up a couple rolls of washi tape, which was nice. So this one, as well as this one, I think was the other one that I used up. So that was kind of nice. And thank you so much for joining me today. And please like, comment, and subscribe if you want to, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any other planning or bookish content. And I'm so glad that I was able to use a couple of my moons as well, because they are so pretty. And if you made it this far in the video, leave an emoji for this little sticker here. So we've got the little cherry blossoms or pink flowers, we've got a fox, and we've got a book stack. So leave one of those in the comments to let me know that you're here. And until next time, keep planning. Bye!